Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You're watching the Business Portal. I am your host, Capulong. Welcome to the corporate world. Our guest for today is a former Binibining Pilipinas World title holder and the representative of the Philippines in the Miss World Beauty pageant, where she finished as a finalist, belonging to the top 10. Now, she has also 11 years corporate experience in marketing, brand, and product management for City Financial and BDO. That's Banco de Oro, right?
Yes,
okay. And she is known as a fix-it-all person and ensures to make things happen. She is also an internationally certified image consultant. She graduated and is a certified image consultant in the Academy of Image Mastery in Singapore. So you took the studies in Singapore?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay. Which is, well, that institution is the number one image consultancy school in Asia. She was trained and mentored by Christina Ong and one of the 9 certified image masters in the world. Now, our guest for today is none other than Miss Kate Manalo. Good morning, Kate.
Hernandez. Good morning, Von.
Yes, Kate, your experience as a Binibining Pilipinas title holder.
Okay.
And then you went to work in a financial institution,
Yes.
right? Yes. How was the experience? Because being in a
Masyado
pageant,
malayo.
being in a pageant was different from working in a corporate world.
Okay, yes. Actually, Von, me joining Binibining Pilipinas was a childhood dream. But even before I joined, I was already, at that time, I was with City Financial, then it was called Associate Finance. I was working, at that time, I was already working as an executive assistant for the country manager.
So let me clarify.
Okay.
You joined the pageant even if you were
I was
working.
Yes.
Okay.
Part of during the interview process, before I was hired, I was very specific with my goals. So I immediately informed the country manager, or here in the Philippines, he was the president, or he's the president. So I informed him, I have plans of joining Binibining Pilipinas. It's a pageant. Whoever wins becomes the representative for the 3 titles. And then I told him that, and he accepted me even if alam niya that I'll be gone for a while.
Wow. And then, well, how was your experience when you joined the pageant?
Oh my God, that has been years ago, no? It was fun. A lot of learnings, Syempre, people think it's passé when you say na it's an unforgettable experience or it's a once in a lifetime experience. But it is a once in a lifetime experience. That's when you realize the world is just small because we are in one hotel being represented by 110 countries or ladies from all over the world. So there.
Well, forgive me for asking those questions.
Okay.
It's just because not all the time we have guests like you who were contestants in beauty pageants and, well, become successful in the corporate world. So that's the reason I asked. Anyway, so after the pageant, you continued your...
Yes.
Okay.
I continued. I went back. Actually, the pageant was held on a Saturday. I only took a leave for 1 week before the pageant. And then the next Monday, I was back in the office. Actually, my boss was wondering why I was back at that time. Sabi ko, it's my responsibility. Hindi naman ako nagpaalam na after the pageant, absent pa rin ako eh.
Wow.
That's how I was committed.
Oh nga, galing mo. Not everybody can have the same commitment as you have right now. So, after the pageant, you went back to work. And how long have you been working in City Financial before you transferred to BDO?
I stayed with City Financial a year pa.
Okay.
After I won. And then, syempre nahiya na ako because during my reign, there were a lot of TV guestings and tours, provincial tours around the Philippines. So I tendered my resignation, and then I wasn't really working for a year, but that was the time that I became full-time in commercial modeling. So I go to attend to VTRs or do ramp shows. So there. And then after a year, I went back to working. I applied to BDO. A former colleague who used to be in City Financial asked me if I wanted to apply as an assistant marketing manager.
Wow, okay.
So, handling credit cards. So, I applied, and fortunately, I got accepted. You know, I was very fortunate because not a lot of people are given the chance to work again. You know, in the corporate business kasi, in the corporate world, habang matagal kang walang trabaho, mahirap bumalik. Kasi
Yes.
ang kasabay mo, new grads eh.
I understand. In fact, I've experienced that too, no? Kasi before, I used to have my own business. Then I tried going back to the corporate world. Medyo mahirap nga. It took some time before HR officers will call you up.
Yes. The convincing is very different. Actually, last year, so when I finally decided to make image consulting a full-time job, you know, I quit work.
When did you quit work?
2010. I resigned from BDO because of personal reasons. I mean, I was not really a newlywed, but you know, my husband and I wanted to start a family. So I resigned from work. But then at the same time, that's when I decided to start up my own consulting business.
So your business before, or your line of work before, was marketing credit cards, if I'm right. Okay.
Yes.
And now you are into image
Layo, no?
consultancy. How did you make the transition?
Actually, wala naman. You know, in image consulting is the same as marketing. My work before with BDO in the credit card business, I was marketing the product. In image consulting, you are marketing yourself. So it's the same. It's selling yourself. How do you want other people to perceive you? That's marketing.
And who are your clients when you started out?
I started one-on-one, so I've had lawyers, bankers as well, in my one-on-one business. Meaning when I say one-on-one, you know, I do color analysis. I do your personal coloring, meaning we find out the colors that will best suit your skin tone, and then I would do body line analysis. But on top of that, last year I started doing corporate training as well. So we do corporate workshops focused on the personality enhancement, the corporate enhancement of the employees.
Now, you mentioned that the transition wasn't very hard. With credit cards, you're marketing a product.
Yes.
With image consultancy, you are marketing
The person.
the person. Did you take up any course when you went into this kind of industry?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You know, I took up a course. I went to Singapore. I did research from the internet. You know, there are a lot of schools available. But the closest one here in Asia was in Singapore. And I was fortunate enough that the trainer in Singapore is a certified image master. There are only 9 certified image masters around the world. And we have one in Asia.
And
So,
how long was the course?
the course is a 2-week, very intensive 2-week course.
So you went to Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a school, you know?
Wow.
It's an 8 to 5, minsan we reach to 6 o'clock. Very strict lunch. There's a lunch break, and then there's a coffee break, but very strict. And at that time, you know, I was pregnant then. Because I wasn't really planning on getting pregnant. So I was their very first pregnant student. So I took the course. They were very accommodating because of my you know,
Situation, yeah.
situation at that time. You know, I learned a lot. I think I am blessed ever since because, you know, when I look at a person, alam ko kaagad kung anong bagay na kulay sa kanya. But, you know, taking this course made me learn about the technical aspect. Meron pala talagang technical side doon. Hindi lang basta ako nanghuhula. Meron talaga siyang computation. There's a science to it. There's art, you know, the science and the artistry of image. So there.
Well, before we went on air, you mentioned nga that while you were in college, you already know kung ano yung bagay sa isang tao. It's a talent? Is it a skill? And how do you know?
I don't know Von. Parang pag nakita ko lang yung isang person, alam ko kaagad kung anong bagay sa kanya
And
ganun lang. Okay. At that time, it's just like that, But then, the training, my training in Singapore, yung parang lalo niya akong na-affirm with what I know. But not just affirming, but really teaching me the technicality of it.
Well, would you mind telling our viewers kung ano yung mga technicalities na natutunan mo? For example, well, before we went on air, we were talking about yung color palette, di ba? Yung body types. Now, paano mo siya na-incorporate sa mga image consultancy company mo?
In terms of dressing kasi, there are only 4 factors that you need to consider. First, yung suot mo ba ay bagay sa body type mo?
So, body type?
Yes, it should reflect your physicality. It should complement is the right word, your physicality. And then, it should reflect your personality. So, that's the second aspect.
Personality.
Yes. The third is, anong tawag mo dyan? Is it current and fashionable? Siyempre, ayaw mo magmukha ka 1950s, And then,
so,
lastly, lastly, it should be appropriate for the occasion. I mean, you wouldn't wear you wouldn't wear a long gown if you're going to the office. Parang ganon. It should be it should reflect your personality, it should be complementing your physicality, it should be appropriate to the occasion, and obviously, it should be current and fashionable.
Okay. Well, since our show is the corporate world and most of our viewers are entrepreneurs and businessmen, what are the different corporate wear or clothes that you can suggest our viewers?
In terms of I call it your wardrobe, no? So there are 2 types of wardrobe depending on your lifestyle. There's your corporate wardrobe, and there's your leisurely wardrobe. So for corporate, there are 3 types. You have the formal, your formal wear. You have the business, the everyday business. So there's the formal business, the everyday business, and there's the social business. On top of the 3, meron pa yung levels because there's levels 1 to 4. The higher the level, meaning 1, the higher the level of higher level of refinement. So the lower the level 4, so mas casual ang dating.
So aside from the 3 levels, yung formal,
the types.
That's the types. May levels pa.
Yes. So actually, the first level, which is the formal business, that's level 1. The everyday business is your levels 2 and 3. That's your appropriate business attire and your business casual. The third is the social business. That's your level 4. That's your business casual. So we can also discuss the details, how it differs. Kasi di ba parang pare-pareho eh.
Yun nga, actually, that's my next question. Yeah. What's the difference among all of those levels?
Okay. For the formal business, that is your tailored suit. I mean, I am talking for both men and women, ha. That's your tailored suit, and so that's matching. That's a matching top, blazer top, and then your dress pants or your trousers. You call it dress pants or trousers for guys, and then for girls, it's your pencil skirt. Now, in terms of colors, you wear your neutral colors, your navy blue or charcoal gray. The darker the color of the suit, the higher the level of refinement, the more formal it is.
Okay.
Now, in terms of the inner shirt, the higher the contrast, meaning the lighter the shirt, and then the darker the suit, the more formal it appears. So, what is the recommended color based on what is the recommended shirt color? It's white. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Silent yun na. Anyway, it's white. you can wear the lightest of blue for your inner shirt if you're wearing a navy-colored suit.
Okay.
Black is also acceptable as a formal wear. Obviously, it's black. But then kasi ang black, it appears it appears to be like parang pang evening wear. You know, when you go to galas, when you attend mga events at night, ribbon cutting. Kasi usually black ang ginagamit talaga dyan.
So that's your super formal.
Yes, that's the super formal.
Okay.
The super formal is usually worn by CEOs. You know, again, it depends on the type of industry that you work for. It's usually worn by CEOs, politicians. It's worn by bankers, by lawyers. So there.
Okay. What aside from that, what's the second level?
The second level is it's part of the everyday wear. So like what I'm wearing now, this is the second level. This is my appropriate business. I'm still wearing a blazer, a matching blazer and pants. That's when the pants come in for the ladies. Kasi for the formal, for the ladies, you are recommended to wear a skirt only.
Okay.
Yes, but for the second level, pwede na yung girls mag-wear ng pants. Pwede pa rin siyang in terms of texture of the blazer and the pants, doon na pumapasok yung mga synthetic type of fabrics.
Okay. Well, unlike dun sa first one, 100% natural.
Yes,
okay.
Mga 100% wool. You know, how do you determine kung yung formal suit mo is of the highest quality? I mentioned to you earlier, di ba? The way we put value in the suit is it should be at least 1% of your annual salary.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Di ba nga, kumbaga ikaw kung magpo-propose ka sa girlfriend mo, ang sabi nila, ang kasabihan is 3 times your salary. If you want to purchase a formal suit, syempre, gusto mo higher quality because higher level of refinement. That's what you want to achieve. Because the higher the level of refinement, the more authority you have, the more power you show.
So, mas malakas ang dating.
Oh, yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is true. Sometimes it can be bordering on intimidating. That's when your personality comes in, di ba? You have to smile a lot. Yung ganon.
Wow, okay. Now, let's go back to level 2.
Okay, so level 2.
So, it's a suit na
Yes.
kahit na...
No, matching pa rin siya.
Okay.
Matching suits pa rin siya, you know. Ang nag-iiba is the quality of the fabric and at the same time, the inner shirt. Anong difference sa inner shirt? Now you can wear your pastels.
So, like pink.
Light pink,
Okay.
light yellow. Diba? I've already mentioned light blue, but yes, light blue.
And can you wear a tie? Or,
Oh, yes.
or for guys,
Actually,
yeah?
I forgot to mention that. You know, level 1, you need to wear a tie. For the tie, very strict tayo sa level 1. You wear a silk solid tie. Silk solid tie, or, you know, there are different types of tie prints. There's the pin dot. Meron tayong stripes. So, you concentrate on that. The smaller the print, the better, the more formal. And then you stick to solid colors, you solid and, you know, neutral colors. What are these colors? You can use red, you can use gray, you can use gold, you can use blue. That's for your formal. For the business appropriate, syempre nag-iiba na. The tie, you can play around with the tie. You can use other patterns. Kasi ang daming patterns eh. May foulard, mayroon geometric.
Now, there are different shapes of tie. May
Yes,
thin.
may thin.
may-
And then the standard,
Yes.
yung medyo wide. In terms of wearing I'm assuming your question already.
Yes, kung saan ginagamit
Kung saan
yun.
ginagamit. Actually, wala naman yung difference kung saan ginagamit.
Okay.
Kung saan ginagamit will really depend on the fabric of the tie, the color, and the print. Pero in terms of the tie size, the length and the width, you know, it will depend on your body type. Siyempre,
Okay.
if you are narrower and your face is narrow, you wear the slimmer tie. if you are a bit on the average, diba, to the heavy frame, you wear the narrow. Kasi, diba, look at it this way. If you can imagine, diba, a person who is more on the heavy built, diba, heavy bone structure, magsusuot ng slim fit na tie. Eh, diba, parang na-emphasize, 'di ba? Eh 'di ba yun nga yung what you want to do in dressing is you accentuate 'di ba yung mga ano mo, yung mga magagandang qualities mo. And then you try to camouflage yung mga things na not complementing your total physicality.
So yung suit mo, pwede niyang ma-enhance yung assets mo.
Oh, yes.
And pwede niyang maitago yung mga flaws.
The tago of the flaws, we call that illusion dressing.
Illusion dressing. Wow, okay. New term for the day. So, okay. Level 2 na tayo. Level 3.
Okay. Level 3. It's part of your everyday dressing, but the difference is, you still wear the jacket, pero pwede nang magkaiba. So,
like this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Pwede nang magkaiba. Kunyari, for example, I am wearing a slacks. A khaki type of pants. I can wear a blue blazer, a blue jacket. So, hindi na kailangan pareho ang tela this time. Pwede na siyang magkaiba.
So,
and then,
it's acceptable?
Yes, it is acceptable. But in the corporate world, it will really depend on the industry again, on the industry you are working for. And accepted ba ng HR? Because not all HR companies would accept we call it business casual. That is considered business casual. And if you decide to wear it without the shirt, without the jacket, that's the time you wear your necktie with your long sleeves. For guys.
Wow.
Yes. For girls, the difference for the business casual, that's when the twin sets, yung mga cardigan na twin set, we call it twin sets. I'm sure your viewers would understand what I'm saying. Kasi nasa feminine side na tayo, ang importante kasi dyan, in the corporate, parati kang covered. Sleeveless is not recommended at all. Because the more skin you show, the less formal you appear.
Oh, okay.
So, dapat nakatago. Even syempre, the more binababa mo yung, pinapakita mo yung cleavage mo, the more you become less formal. Ikaw ba, you think a person would show authority kung nakikita mo yung cleavage? Diba? Parang madidistract ka. Iba yung dating. Yeah. Exactly.
I see, okay. And yung last level, ano yun?
That is the casual business.
Casual business and business.
Kanina, business casual is the third, this is casual business. Ito yung mga sinusuot mo na, ang business casual, dalawa lang siya. A casual business, dalawa lang siya. It's a pants and a matching top, an appropriate top. Yun lang. It's for guys and girls, for guys and ladies, parehong ganon. So, a skirt and a top, or a pants and a top.
So, pwedeng maong?
Ang maong wala pa rin.
Wala pa rin.
Yes, wala talaga ang maong. Kasi ang maong, you reserve that during the weekends, when
that's
you're with
for
your
casual.
family. Yes, that is very casual.
Okay.
Pag sinabi nating, it's part, di ba sinabi ko kanina, it's under the social business. So this is the time, you bring out your clients to have golf, di ba? You show your clients around the city. So, pangit pa rin. I mean, it's di naman pangit, but it's not appropriate if you're in jeans. You become too casual
So, slacks would be nice.
Slacks, yeah.
Khakis.
Yeah, khakis. The lights, you can use your light-colored pants. And then for the shirt, you can use your short sleeves this time for the guys. For the girls, again, you don't recommend sleeveless. So, a short sleeve top would be fine.
Wow, thank you very much for that overview.
Okay.
Now, we're just going to have a break. Now, when we come back, you'll discuss this color palette?
Yes.
Is this what you call it?
Yes.
Okay.
These are my, I call it the master boards, my color boards.
Color boards, okay. So, we'll discuss more on that later.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can do a free consultation.
Sa'yo?
Well,
I can drape you actually. I brought my drapes with me. We can do an on-the-spot color draping.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
And then your viewers can appreciate it as well.
Sige. And when we come back, we're going to post Kate's number or contact details so you can ask her questions if ever you want to get her services. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.